I'm redoing basically a stream that I did 2 days ago or so because I forgot to hit record and my record wasn't hooked up to my OBS or it wasn't like connected with my stream. And then Twitch didn't record because I didn't have that setting set. So like I lost all the footage I did last time. So here we are. Well, I'm going to do a slightly different look because for anyone who was with me when I was streaming last time, this would be exceedingly boring. So I'm not going to do that. Also having a really kind of lame face day, like, I don't know. You know, it's been really, really dry lately because of the fires. And it's just been, I don't know, kind of a nightmare for skin. Anyway, I have not been a big fan. I was going to tell some like really random stories, such as animal stories. I ran across a post about a hummingbird and like it occurred to me that I have posts about hummingbirds. That's cool. I should definitely post that. And so I'm gonna. The hummingbird stories are really short. I should remember to stay in frame. So the first hummingbird story is that I was a kid out camping somewhere. It was when I lived in Texas, but I don't remember where we were camping because I was so young, but we were camping. And there was this place that had like a ton of hummingbirds. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And they're like, you know, if you hold out your hands like a landing post and you wait long enough, a hummingbird might actually land on your hand. And I was like determined to have a hummingbird land on me. Just, it had to happen. I must have been roughly around 6-ish, thereabouts. And I was just dying to have a hummingbird land on me. So I stood there for what must have been probably only 10 to 15 minutes, but like I stood there determined, like, land on me. Like, such a weird child. And yeah, actually a hummingbird did land on my fingers and I was so ecstatic. It was brief because I was a child and I was like, and then the hummingbird was like, oh, you're weird, bye. But it was awesome in the meantime. Oh, I loved it. I'm gonna try some new stuff that I haven't tried yet. So we're gonna have an adventure with makeup and makeup products that I haven't tried yet. So we'll see how that works out. I figure since I'm doing these anyway, I might as well really like get into all my makeup that I haven't touched, because why not try it on yourself first, I guess? I don't have any particular like allergies to anything outside of like, I don't know, egg whites and dust. Like, I'm allergic to dust mites, which is the stupidest allergy on the face of the planet because you literally can't get away from it. That is, it's everywhere. You can't get away from dust mites. So just allergic. Just got to be really good about air purifiers and all that other stuff. It just really sucks. Because, well, it especially sucks because I work in wardrobe and costumes and such. And most of the time when you go to the warehouses that housed all the costumes, I don't know if you guys know this about costumes, but when you're like going to costume production, you can either buy product or you can rent from rental houses. And the rental houses are anywhere from like a little shop, you know, like a little Halloween shop, to like a giant warehouse. So there's that. And theoretically, there shouldn't be a lot of dust in these warehouses, but that doesn't mean it doesn't happen a lot. And especially with singular theater-owned warehouses, there is often, I find, a ton of dust. And so that just makes my allergies all kinds of happy. I'm gonna try this. I think Kim bought this. This is just a, I don't know, a Fantasy Makers Wet n Wild. Obviously you can see it's like never been used. It's just a white whatever. So we're gonna do that because we're gonna do some very blue makeup today because I wanted to be in theme with my Mickey videos, which I still haven't done yet because I was waiting on my green screen to come in. Convinced everyone who works in theater will end up with lung problems down the line. Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, so Inkling Nouveau, if you guys don't know, is my biffle. and also my roommate, and we both work in theater. He's Gara from the group, if you know who Gara is. It'd be weird if you didn't. But he also cosplayed Troa and, Makoto, and she's lots of things, lots and lots and lots of things with us. But yeah, so we both work in the theater industry, and my God, it's so dusty in theater houses. It's not even funny. Like in both the warehouses and the actual theater houses. Like, bleh. I don't know. They try. They genuinely try. Like where I work at an opera house, I'm actually in charge of the costumes. What comes in, what goes out, how things are stored and kept, and yada 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 yada. I mean, I have a lot of jobs there just because I'm a jack of all trades. So I do props, I do costumes, I stitch for them occasionally. I'll do all sorts of random stuff. Last time I was, specializing in shoes because there's only so many of us inside the actual shop because opera is opera. So I kind of do a little bit of everything. Costumes are my thing. So it's even better that I am allergic to dust. The fun job is actually when I costume and wardrobe for film. Film is my all-time favorite, and I really, really, really want to design, costumize, or dress music videos. That's really what I want to do. Like, I want to do a movie, and I've done movies, but like, I really want to do music videos, and I can't even tell you why. I just have this obsession with wanting to costume music videos. I've never done it. It's crazy. I have an IMDb now, and I don't know, like, my first thing for IMDb, like, was just, it made me so happy. It was like my first IMDb credit. I was like thrilled. I still am. Like, I love it. But I don't know, I've always just wanted to work in film, no matter really how I end up working in film. I just really like it. Like, the first film job I ever got was working on this Lifetime series called American Beauty Star, where essentially they take in a bunch of makeup artists and hair artists, and they combine, like, team them up, and then they basically compete for who's the best. And they'll do every day, which was a different episode. We would do, well, it's hard to explain. Anyway, basically every episode they would put on different looks and then have the models. Why am I not doing my makeup at the same time I'm talking? I'm an idiot. They would put on different looks, and then they would send the models down a runway, and then they would also do photo shoots, and they would judge the looks based on the photo shoots and the runway. And there was a bunch of guests, like the sisters who are in charge of Huda were there, and they're very, very nice. The hostess was my all-time favorite Victoria's Secret model. She's just, Adriana Lima. She's so pretty. Like, and she's so nice, unreasonably nice. Like, she's just super, super kind. And so it was really cool getting to meet her as well. Sometimes it's just hard in general to talk while you're doing this because you need your face to not move. And the whole point of a stream is to move your face. So, like, anyway, that was the first gig I ever got. And essentially my job was to babysit the models. They were all lovely. All these supermodels were super fantastic. And they were, I just adored them. They were so funny, and they were so chill, and like every day it was just my job to take care of them and dress them, and also kind of help pick out the wardrobe and stuff like that. And so I even got to dress a set with a bunch of different looks that I liked, and I got to put it together on the rack, and then that got filmed. So that was fun. Why did I close that? I'm gonna need that later. I don't know. What is my life? Why am I here? Anyway, the thing I'm gonna try today are these sticky shield protectors. I've never used them before, but they're, after I put on my foundation, that was really stupid too. They are meant to protect your stuff from fallout. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but here we are. Sure. That's a thing. They look like I have giant bags under my eyes. Like, I'm so tired. I am. I got up to do this stream. And I was like, okay, I can do this. It's good, I can do this, we're here. And I sat down to do it. And then my phone buzzed to let me know that my oil change appointment, oh dear, was in 30 minutes. So I had to stop everything I was doing and then just go and get my oil changed. It was so silly. So these are called, what are these called? Shadow shields. I don't remember where I got them, but I wanted to try them because I do really dark colors sometimes. And the thing about dark colors is even if I have powder and stuff under there, the fallout is so obnoxious to take care of. Like, I hate taking care of fallout, which is when your, you know, stuff kind of brushes off onto your cheeks and everywhere else. And especially with blue, it always gets real weird. Like, blues and reds are, well, red's okay, but like blue is, it's not good. It's not a good time. Not a fan, don't like it. Makeup is, it's its own color theory. You gotta know a lot about color. And even when you do know a lot about color, that doesn't guarantee that you're gonna do everything nicely and correct. Like the last time I did this stream, I tried real hard, and I definitely just did not like the outcome. It was not fun. It was so sad. Oh, I hear my cat. He's yelling in the background. He likes to like come in. Oop. He likes to come in and tap at you if you're not paying attention to him. So he'll like have this little paw and he'll reach up and go like pop, 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 pop. And it's really cute until it becomes super annoying. And then sometimes he just yells at you. Like, he'll just be like, "Meh! Where's my food?" So, sorry, Kit Kat, but he's a little prince. He is absolutely an angel. I don't know if he just doesn't ever really do anything wrong. He's just this cute little angel. And, you know, well, occasionally he does because he's a cat still, but like, he's an angel. He's such a sweet boy. How do I want to do this? Let's go dark, go home? Question mark? Yeah, let's go darker, go home. Anyway, where was I? I think I was talking about hummingbirds. Got real sidetracked from that one. I'll talk about my work in a sec. So, hummingbirds. Oh, here's my boy. He's my boy. This is my little prince. He's a very good boy. He's very shy. He's scared of everything. Like, he has a long list of phobias. I always lose track of whatever the hell I was talking about because I get distracted so easily. We're gonna try falsies again today. It's gonna be funny and terrible, so be prepared because falsies are not my forte. And for some reason, I just keep trying and hoping that I'll get it. I have a problem with blue eyeshadow, but I keep trying it because I am a masochist or something. No, it's because I wanted to definitely get some blue look in because I am doing my video for Utena next, right after this. These are like my get ready for the videos actually. And the character that it's mostly about has blue hair, so I wanted to, you know, be thematic. Just feels like it's a lot of blue. I am not a fan so much, like, these stickies are okay, but like, they're starting to bother me a little, and I haven't even had them on that long, so that's a problem. Oh yeah, I was talking about how much I really like working in film. Like, I think one of the funniest, best places that I ended up working was I was working with my friend, Sharon, and we did the costume for season 2 of Anime Crime Division. Whoop. It's so loud. So yeah, anyway, we did the costumes for Anime Crime Division, which is on YouTube. Absolutely look it up. It's really funny. It was a blast to do. Season 2 was all Sharon and I busting it, to get stuff done, and it was just a lot of fun. It was my first time on a lot of, like, I don't know what you want to call those, like pre-made sets, and it was my first time doing like an overnight, which is, you know, when you film really, really late at night for whatever reason, because you have to film at night. So most of the time those call times start at 10 or 11 or something, and then you work from there until usually around like 4 or 5 in the morning. It's intense. And that was hilarious because everyone on there was kind of a weeb. You know, most of the people working there were kind of weebs, and which I love, my people. And I just had a really, really good time. The actors are all really funny and nice, and a joy to be around. It's one of those things that, like, I'm really sad that half the stuff they filmed didn't, you know, make it into the cut, because some of the actors who improv, they improv so well, it's absurd. Like, their improv was always on point and funny to me. Oh yeah, rocket jump. Yeah, by rocket jump. Where do I want glitter? Do I want it in the corners? Do I want it in the center? Let's do it in the center. That seems like a good idea. So I have a bad glitter obsession, and I've had to talk myself out of using glitter on like everything sometimes, because I absolutely will. Just hands down will be like, glitter on everything. I blame my rave days. Because, I don't know, I used to rave a lot. Like a lot. Alright. I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of that. And I still managed to get it everywhere. That hurt to watch. Yeah, it hurt to do. The YouTube cut will definitely not have that moment in there. Or maybe it will, so everyone can suffer along with me. I'm all about that shared suffering, guys. Suffer along with me. Oh, I should have done this first. Well, here we are. The worst time I've ever had, costuming has always been a theater production. This one. For some reason, and it's always like a crazy director who wants a lot more control, and they're being like, they treat you like a stylist, and there's a big difference between a stylist and a designer. The best times I have usually are when I have like full creative control of the costumes, and that's my favorite. It doesn't happen very often, but it's what I enjoy the most. It's just frustrating because the whole point of like a production is a collaboration of minds, especially a theatrical production. It's a bunch of people who are very creative are getting together to make something cool and to share that fun time with everybody else. And granted, there's a lot of not fun times in theater and film, because, you know, people are often sleep deprived and cranky as all get out, and especially during the week leading up to when you open Tech Week is for plays is just the worst ever, because you're pulling like 16-hour days, and, you know, 12 to 16 hours is kind of the average, and it's nightmare fuel. Everyone's tired, everyone's hungry, everyone's just sick of being in the theater for that long, and, you know, by the end of Tech, it's just, God, why did I do this to myself? Why do I do this to myself every time? And then the show goes on. I actually bought Alex a shirt that says, "I'm sorry for what I said during Tech Week." Because it's true. Like, you know, with emotions running so high when you go through Tech Week, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's not for the faint of heart. Let me put it that way. There's been plenty of tears shed. Film doesn't really have a Tech Week per se, in the way that theater has a Tech Week. Theater is a different beast than film, and I love film. Like, I like theater, but I love film. Eyebrows. I have to put on lashes, and I just don't want it. I don't know why I choose to do these things. Theater can be super stressful. Usually, if things are going well, it shouldn't be super stressful for the talent. It's usually just super stressful backstage. There is a lot of tears shed in some productions. Oh, man. I don't even know what that sound was, or where that sound. Okay, cool. Well, there was a sound. Oh, Lord help me. I will someday understand how these things work. I feel like a dinosaur sometimes, because I'm like, I don't What is this technology you speak? What was this TikTok nonsense? Is TikTok like is it illegal now? Is is that a thing? Is it? Because that was real stupid when I heard about it. I don't even know. I don't go on TikTok mostly because the things that people say about people who are over 30 on TikTok make me really sad. So I for a bit considered going on TikTok and making like a channel, but then I was like, you know, I don't really want to be associated with being like super creepy or something, and that seems to be the association with people over 30. Also in the cosplay community a lot. I've recently got back into some K-pop bands. Like right now I'm standing for Stray Kids just because the Australians are super adorable and I have a great affinity for Aussies. Like I don't want to really get into the K-pop scene for that exact same reason, because people are like, oh, it's weird, and I'm like, I just want them to be happy. Like I have a lot of mom feels towards these adorable boys. But, you know, I think what I'm just trying to say in general is, like, not everyone over 30 is a creep. It's just a shame because I know why people think that. Like, I know that there are some genuinely really creepy people that you have to be really cautious of. It just sucks that that label gets put on everyone. Are those even... Where was I? Oh, we were talking about K-pop. Yeah. Stray Kids and BTS and, you know, everyone. They're really fun. I think they're adorable. I wish them all the best in life. I will secretly follow them from afar and just not involve myself too much. You know what's funny is this whole time, like, I was like, I'm gonna talk about animals, and I think I've shared one animal story. I just got really distracted. Oh boy. I don't think I can pull off blue particularly well. Honestly, like, it's just kind of weird on me, and like I keep trying, but I always feel like I look vaguely clownish whenever I wear blue, and I don't know how to not look vaguely clownish when I wear blue. Like, how does one not clown? So there was the one hummingbird story from when I was a kid, which was very whatever. And then recently, well, not super recently, but then the last 5 years, I don't quite remember when this was, there was a hummingbird that got caught in our garage. And it got tangled up with a bunch of cobwebs, and it got the cobwebs all wrapped around its wings, so it couldn't fly. So it was just kind of like trying to fly and then not making it. It was really sad to watch. And eventually I was like, I gotta stop this. I gotta help. I just cannot leave this bird to hop around and suffer, and no. So I ended up catching him, and I managed to pull very gently a lot of the spider webs off his wings so that he could fly again. And then I let him go and he flew right back into the garage, and it happened again. So I was like, why? Have a sense of self-preservation, bird. So I catch him again and pull off all the spider webs and stuff off of him. And then when it's time to let him go, he just sat on my hand for a while. He was tired, obviously, and I was like, you're so cute. You're itty bitty, you're cute. This reminds me of my childhood. I'm so happy right now. And then he just kind of flew off, and it was so cute. So yeah, that's my hummingbird story. I feel like I should blend these blues more. They're looking a little tragic. I'll get over it. I still have to put on eyelashes, of which I've been like procrastinating because I don't want to. I will, because they always make your whole look complete, but they upset me immensely. They're just uncomfortable. I mean, like, yeah, you can have some comfortable lashes, but like, I don't know. I guess I've just never had super comfortable lashes, and probably it's because I wear like synthetic and synthetic mixed lashes as opposed to like full mink or whatever. All right. This is the dark blue that I'm using. It's called Private School. Sakura, give me a topic to talk about, and don't say yourself, because I know you will. Sakura, for those who don't know, messaged me earlier and was like, you should do a video about me, and I laughed because it's really cute. All right. Sakura wants me to talk about food, so I will talk about food. Wait, am I still waiting? Bujinkan. Oh, that's actually a very good topic. Okay. So I guess most people don't know this because I didn't really talk about it a ton. But when I lived in Seattle, I took Bujinkan, which is a martial arts. Popularly, we call it like ninjitsu. I was doing that for a long time and it was really fun. They teach you all sorts of really cool things. It was a very small class. Sensei made us like hike through the woods in order to get to a spot so that we could practice like rolls and stuff. We did a lot of outdoor stuff so that we would like, you know, do run, jump, dive, roll. And around the same time, I think I got into parkour. I wasn't particularly great at parkour, and I think it's just because I'm really short and something. I don't know, but I was actually okay at Bujinkan. Like, I managed to throw my sensei, who is absurdly larger than I am, and yeah, everyone who I took the class with, except me, were all ex-military or ex-special forces. So it's all these like big burly guys who've been working out since forever, and like half of them have black belts and other things and yada 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 yada. And then there was me. I was like, ha! I'm here. And I loved it. I really did. I don't know if I could do it modernly because it takes a lot of prowess or something. Anyway, so I got into Bujinkan, specifically the hidden door, because there are different schools of thought when it comes to Bujinkan. There are 9 cues to learn, and each cue is like a level. So you have to learn and pass 9 different tests in order to receive a black belt. And in Bujinkan, there are only 2 belts. There's your white belt and your black belt, the end. I mean, you can go up in levels of black belt. I think anything past 3, you can be a teacher. And then the highest level is just kind of for like the grandmaster. What am I doing with myself right now? The first cue for us, I believe it was learning to sit properly and do rolls. It's one of the first things you learn is like how to roll properly, because you do a lot of rolls. And the teacher that I had was really big into combining Bujinkan with modern things. So instead of like rolling with a sword, he would teach you how to roll with like a gun. There's an entire section that's just dedicated to fighting drunk samurai, because it was common enough that they had like techniques for it. Yeah, drunk samurai fighting. One of my favorite moves is someone's coming at you and you literally just kind of make yourself flat and turn to the side. I think it's called like Angry Bear or something, like Angry Bear. And you, the whole move technically is like someone's coming at you. You basically like Angry Bear it. They shoot past you often because especially if they're drunk, they'll go past you and then you just sort of continue walking. And that's the whole move. It's a good move. I mean, it's really there. I forget what he called it. I forget a lot of these things because this was like well over 15 years ago, I want to say, something like that, since I was in a class. So it's old. Does that even show up very well? I'm just gonna do the thing because I do what I want. I love highlighter. I know it's kind of fallen out of trend to do a lot of highlight and contour, but I still love it. I think it's really fun. I don't know, there's something about being really colorful that makes me super happy. Highlight to the stars. You just gave me a really good idea. I'll do it in a second. I feel like I should have thought about glitter after I did my eyeliner. Whoops-a-daisy. Glitter? Yeah, glitter! Am I pretty yet? This is dumb. This was a dumb choice. Oh well, here we are. You do your best. Okay. Yes. Alright. I love when I mess up. Well, here we are. Maybe I should do black in the very crease. I don't know if it'll get too dark, but maybe I should do that anyway. Kim's wandering around. If you hear random person in background, that would be Kim. Because I have to do these in the living room. What is... What's my life? Oh, it's just because it's not dark enough. I kind of feel bad for the person who lives with me who's not a YouTuber or a streamer, just a normal person. And the rest of us are like, I have to have all these things to stream, and I have to block off this, and we can't talk while we're doing this, and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, like, we're not mean about it. We just have to have some things like that. There we go. What was my other animal story? Oh, no, wait, I was talking about Bujinkan. I am so easy to distract. Just like extra easy to distract. But soccer is a good idea. Did I make them uneven? I probably did. Oh, good. Well. Oh, well. They're just gonna be uneven now. Stars! But they're like, this one no, this one's like, and this one like curves. Sorry, my thing is backwards, so I'm like, oh, I want to look over. Nope, never mind. Moving opposite. I know how to stream. It's fine. Here we are. I love the look of Lolita stuff. EGL and EGA are like my favorite kind of extra pretty stuff. I think that's specifically because my favorite era is the Rococo era, and EGA and EGL very specifically do a lot of looks that would fall into the Baroque era. I mean, they're obviously modernized, like they're shorter and there's less stuff to them, but they still would, if you were to time them, be like Baroque, and some of them are like Victorian. I think EGA is often Victorian. Waiting for this to get ready. Oh, you know, I know a funny Bujinkan story. So one of my chief concerns when I was watching Naruto still was in the pain arc. I think it was the pain arc. Hinata's trying to rescue Naruto, right? And she's running, and then she like trips and falls. And instead of doing a roll, which again is one of the first things you learn in Bujinkan, she just lays out on the ground and is like, protect him, Neji, like in the afterlife. And I'm like, what are you doing? Literally the first thing you have to learn is rolls. How did you not? How? What? Oh my god. Oh, I just did not do that right at all. Okay, that's cool. I can't put on eyelashes to save my life. Oh, great. Way to be way off of your lash line, Raven. That's cool. That's fine. Right, so that was the thing that annoyed me in Naruto, was just like, the literally first thing you learn. How did you not? You had so much potential to go so many ways, and then they chose to not. You know what I realized? I should have put on mascara first. Whoops. That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Okay, but now, like, this one's darker. What am I doing with my life? I make terrible choices sometimes. And I'm just making it worse. Ay. You win some, you lose some. I made my eye look more closed because I put way too much dark in the corner. It's fixable, it's just annoying. So, Bujinkan's funny. In the winter, we did stuff inside, and in the summer, we did all of our work outside. And I genuinely loved, like, every minute of it. And it's a shame that there aren't more places that teach it. Part of the problem with Bujinkan specifically is that you can't have, like, tournaments, because all the moves are kind of meant to be lethal. Like, they're not sporting moves, they're... This eye is causing so much problems. They are absolutely meant to just sort of put someone out and make sure they don't get back up. That's sort of the whole purpose. I just don't like this eyelash. I'm just gonna take it off. You're never running away, you're just running towards future battles. But they're not against that. Like, if you can't win a fight, run. But they're also, like, some of the moves are things like throw sand in their eyes. You know, stuff like kick them in the nuts. Stuff that you can't particularly do in like a tournament. I mean, you can do MMA style stuff. Like you can do stuff that is jujitsu, because they use a lot of jujitsu in Bujinkan. Oh my god, is that glue? Is that why that is the way it is? I'm having a good time. Having a good time. Having a good time. Win or get out. It's brutal and it's hilarious. It's kind of the reason you just don't have tournaments and stuff all the time. You can do aspects of it, but you can't really do that. I just always think it's funny when people are like, oh yeah, we're gonna have like a ninjitsu competition, and I'm like, how? Did you make groin kicking legal? Win and get out alive. That is absolutely the motto. Live to see another day, because you can't fight more battles if you're dead. So don't die. That looks fixed-ish. It's good enough. Not going out anywhere. Just gonna film another YouTube video. What do I care? I've had people tell me about the magnetic lashes, and the one thing they don't like about it is like after a while they kind of are like trying to creep off of your eyelashes, and so they get way off your lash line. The one problem about doing all your makeup with your fingers is that you get makeup all over your fingers. All right, let's try this again. Oh dear. Why did you stick to my finger? This is the worst. This is absolutely the worst. This is why I don't do fake eyelashes on myself. Now I just get to let the glue dry on my eyeball. Good times. I hate it. Cool, thanks. This is why we can't have nice things. Thanks, shaking hands. You're real helpful. I should have ate before I came on stream. That's a thing that should have happened that I definitely didn't do. Oh, I love it. It's my favorite. Why you gotta be so rude, eyelash? You know what? Close enough. I'm just gonna call that good enough for government work, because I will fix it up later, because my hands don't like me at the moment. I feel like if I do blue lip, I'm gonna look a little oxygen deprived. Here's to hoping I don't regret my decisions. I think it's gonna make me look dead. I think that's genuinely gonna make me look dead. We'll do a dark one here. I've never tried that whole like going outside your lip line thing. Maybe I should. I've had it done on me when I've done some modeling gigs. You gotta do a moderate overdraw. Okay. I don't hate it. I think that's it. I think that's gonna do it for the look. Cool. So I think I'm gonna call it. This has been me getting ready. So yeah, that's all. Thanks everyone. Bye.